Click. Let's do this. Okay. No, where's Liz? Okay, guys. She is my queen. Okay, everybody. Time for yoga. All right, friends. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. As far as announcements, I am going out of town just this weekend, so I won't be teaching my Sunday class this weekend. Denise is subbing for me. And then I'll be back next Tuesday. And then not this weekend, but next weekend on Saturday night, I have my once per month frequency offering, my breathwork class. So it's here Saturday night, 7 to 9 p.m. And it's just breathwork and sound, not yoga. $33 per person. Most of you know my breathwork class, but if you have any questions about it, then you're more than welcome to ask. And then other than that, I think that's it. So let's just do yoga. All right. So comfortable seats, seated meditation. And if you want, I always like to just kind of move a little bit, stretch a little bit, wiggle a little bit before settling in. So feel free to just kind of move your body, get your wiggles out. It could be bigger movements or just small. And then eventually settle in, find stillness. So just sitting up nice and tall, feel into the length of your spine from the base all the way up to the crown of your head. Let your facial muscles be soft. Let your shoulders soften and relax down away from your ears. And then just really start to arrive here fully in this space. So obviously we are all here physically. Let's see if you can allow yourself to arrive here mentally and energetically and emotionally as well. So whatever is going on outside of this room for now, it just falls away. And just feel your sit bones on the ground. Feel the air on your skin. Notice the sounds. Notice sensations. Bringing your awareness inward to your inner space, to your inner world. How do you feel inside? So going even beyond physical, how do you feel energetically this morning? How do you feel emotionally? Are there any emotions present? If so, where do you feel them in your body? So not the story about them, but what does the raw sensation in your body feel like? So just really tuning in, becoming present, becoming more aware, paying more attention. And start to notice, if you haven't already, your breath. You can visualize your breath if you'd like, or you can just feel into it. Feel the expansion of your inhales, letting go or the contraction of your exhales. And with this awareness on your breath, let's take 3 deep breaths together. So next time you breathe in, just fill up as big as you can, get as full as you can, and hold in that fullness. Keep holding and see if you can relax and soften a little bit around your held breath. Take an extra little sip of air and then open your mouth. Great big sigh, let it go. Ah, yeah, good. Do that a couple more times. So inhale, fill up, hold. Imagine your breath just circulating around inside of you, filling up every tiny little space. Keep holding, take that extra sip. And then open your mouth and great big sigh. Very nice. One more time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Hold. And this time, maybe even 2 extra sips. And when you're ready, just open your mouth and release. Let it go. Nice job, everyone. Now with your lips sealed, start to engage your Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose, little constriction through the back of your throat. So you're constricting the muscles in the back of your throat, the same muscles that you constrict when you whisper, when you hum, or when you gasp. So it's almost like you're humming on the inside. You're humming without using your actual voice. Each inhale is really big, really spacious. It's like a really, really deep, slow motion gasp. Each exhale takes you all the way to emptiness, all the way to the very, very bottom, slow and steady. Or exhale is like you're fogging up a window, but with your lips sealed over the breath. So see if you can start to create a little bit of noise as you breathe in this way. Sounds like an ocean wave flowing in and out, a wind moving through trees. So please feel free to stay right here, just sitting, breathing, connecting for as long as you want. You can also come back to this place, to your seated meditation at any time. So anytime you need a little break or you just want to reconnect with yourself, you can come back. You're ready to begin moving your body. Take your Ujjayi breath with you and transition forward to your hands and your knees, tabletop position. Once you're on your hands and knees, just start to explore movement in any way your body wants to move. So that might be cat-cows, that might be hip circles, might just be sitting back into child's pose and taking a few breaths there. If you want to stretch your wrists or your forearms, you could spin your fingers out to the sides of your mat or even back towards your knees. And just gently rock forward and back, side to side, or around in little circles. So lots of ways to explore. See if you can really use your felt senses. So not thinking your way through, but feeling your way through. Use your big, deep, intentional breath to guide your movement. Nice job, you guys. Give yourself a couple more rounds. And then eventually downward facing dog is where we're headed. So you can start your own transition back to down dog whenever you are ready. Once you're back in down dog, keep feeling around. Maybe pedal out your heels, move your hips side to side. Maybe give your head a little shake or a little nod. Just feel all that length from your fingertips up to your sit bones. Feel the strength in your hands. So your hands are your foundation. Make them strong and powerful. Spread your fingers wide. And even imagine you're gripping the ground with the pads of your fingertips like you're a gecko holding onto a screen door. See if you can feel stability through your shoulders. And a connection to your center. So as if there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button and it's pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So if it feels better to bend your knees a little bit or a lot of it, that is absolutely fine. The goal is not to get your legs straight or your feet flat on the ground. The intention is just to lengthen from your fingertips all the way up to your sit bones. So feel into that long line of energy and breathe into it. You guys look awesome. Nice poses. Take one more big inhale into your down dog, friends. And then as you exhale, look to the top of your space and however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you've arrived, come to your halfway lift position. So spine parallel to the ground. Pause here. Bring your feet at least hips-width distance apart. All of your toes face forward. Bend your left knee a lot. Left fingertips to the ground, right arm to the sky. So a little twist. Get your right leg as straight as you can. Stay rooted through the inner edge of your right foot and draw your right hip towards the back of the room. As your right hip reaches back, crown of your head reaches forward. Breathe down into your belly. And as you exhale, work your twist just a little bit deeper from the inside. Take one last round here. And then end of your exhalation, release and just switch to the other side. So right knee bends, right fingertips on the ground, left arm to the sky. Twist. Yes, open through the left side of your heart. Reach through your left fingertips, maybe even gaze up at your left hand. Feel that length from your crown back to your left hip, from your left hip down to your left heel. Breathe into it. Take one more round as you exhale, maybe twist just a little bit further. And then end of your exhalation, let it go. Ragdoll your arms for a moment. So grab opposite elbows and just sway or bounce or bob. See if you can let your upper body be heavy. Let your head be heavy. So bend your knees a little bit or a lot. And then feel that connection to your center. So rather than rocking back into your heels, weight is more forward, more in your toes and the balls of your feet. And feel your core. Use it to lift your sit bones up towards the sky. The crown of your head. Get a little closer to the ground. Yeah, good. Nice job, you guys. Next time you breathe in, come to a halfway lift. One more time, just realigning your spine. Exhale, bow. Nice, Abby. Let it go. And then rise all the way up. Inhale, your arms extend. Maybe you gaze up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Let's flow with our breath for a moment. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, hinge at your hips and dive down, forward fold. Beautiful, halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. Take an inhale at the top of your push-up. You're welcome to come to your knees if you want to modify. And exhale to slowly lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart, roll your shoulders back and down, away from your ears. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Good. Take a great big inhalation into your down dog. With your exhalation, look forward, step, tiptoe, or hop, top of your space, forward fold. Inhale, spinal extension, spine parallel to the ground. Exhale, let it go. And then rise. Inhale, arms extend. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's take one more round just like that. It's your Sun A salutation. Inhale, reach. Exhale, let your breath guide you down slowly. So traction out your spine, then fold in. Breathe in, spinal extension, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat, plank position. Take an inhale to prepare, find your strength. And then exhale, slowly lower down, strong straight line with your body as you lower. Inhale, heart lifts, peel it open. Beautiful, nice Jill. Exhale, hips lift, down dog. Take a big inhalation into your dog pose. Maybe find a little more length through your spine, your side bodies. Exhale, gaze forward, step, tiptoe, or hop, top of your yoga mat, forward fold. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, bow, let it go. And then rise, big stretch as you breathe in. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right, inhale, arms to the sky. And as you exhale this time, sit back into a chair pose, Utkatasana. So weight in your heels. Reach your butt back rather than bringing your knees forward. See if you can feel a connection to your center. So rather than letting go through your belly, draw navel to spine. Take one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, we're going to twist. You can either bring your left hand down in between your feet, right arm to the sky, or if you want to take a prayer twist, left elbow to the outside of your right thigh, hands in prayer. So you choose. Good. Keep your knees nice and even, flush with one another. And keep your spine nice and long. Weight is in your heels, so you should be able to pick up your toes right now and spread them apart. See if you can use your exhales to twist just a little bit further from the inside. You guys look great. Maybe sit just a little bit lower. Maybe twist just a little bit further. Take 2 more rounds of breath in this twisted chair. Nice, Callie. Very good, everybody. Very end of your next exhale, release, forward fold. You might bend your knees a little bit or a lot a bit here. Bring your arms to the outsides of your legs and then hands behind your ankles, forearms behind your calves, elbows behind your knees. Once you've got that, press arms into legs, legs into arms, and see if you can lift your butt higher up towards the sky. Weight is slightly forward, so more in your toes and the balls of your feet, less in your heels. Use your core to help you balance. So as you lift your sit bones up, crown of your head gets a little closer to the ground. This is an active forward fold. Arms press into legs, legs press back into arms. Breathe. Breathe into your back body. Breathe down the backs of your legs. Nice job, friends. Take a couple more rounds in this fold. Every exhalation is an invitation to dive just a little bit deeper from the inside. Next time you inhale, release your arms, find your halfway lift. So realign. Nice, K. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back to plank. This time, pause in your plank, and we're going to take a side plank. Right hand is your foundation. So roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. Feet can be stacked or staggered. If you want, of course, you can modify. Right knee could come down or right forearm. Lift your hips as high as you can. So the higher you can get your hips, the more you will be using your right side abdominals rather than just sinking into your shoulder, your elbow, and your wrist joint. Use those strong core muscles. Maybe left arm reaches forward, bicep next to your ear. Nice, Mary Jill. Maybe your left leg even floats up. As your left leg floats up, lift your hips even higher. Yes. Awesome, Kai. Nice, Jane. Take one more big inhalation. And then with your exhalation, plank or modified plank, inhale at the top to prepare. Find your strength. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. We'll take a Spider-Man Cobra. So hands out wide on the hardwood floor, up on your fingertips. Inhale, lift your heart. As you exhale, take a little twist to your right. Dip your left shoulder down. Inhale, back to center. Heart lifts, belly tones. So navel to spine protects low back. And exhale, other side. Twist. Beautiful. Inhale, back to center. Heart lifts, gaze forward. And exhale, release, let it go. However you want to get there. Downward facing dog. Find your way back. Big, spacious breaths. Ujjayi breath. Feel it and hear it. All right, from your down dog, inhale, right leg to the sky. And for this one, keep your hips squared. So your inner thighs face each other. Your right toes face down towards the ground. And just make your right leg as strong as you can. Make it as straight as you can. See if you can even feel the front of your right thigh, that quad muscle turning on. See if you can feel the little stabilizer muscles around your right knee firing. As you push down through your fingertips, press up with your right foot. Good job, you guys. Take one more big inhale. Good, Sue. As you exhale, keep your hips high, knee towards your nose. So keep lifting through your waistline. There should be plenty of space in front of you. Step forward softly. Nice, Candace. And then rise slowly into your crescent lunge, your high lunge. So all of your toes face forward. You're high on the ball of your back foot. So find your longest stance through your legs, but then rather than sinking into it, hug in towards midline. So your front hip is pulling back energetically. Your back hip is pulling forward. Your legs feel nice and stable. And then with your strong, stable foundation in your legs, your upper body is your expression of this posture. So you don't have to do anything fancy or anything special, but whatever you're doing, you are aware of it. It's intentional. It's on purpose. So are you spreading your fingers wide, or are you softening your fingers and your hands? What are you doing with your gaze? Can you feel your heart lifting up? Can you feel your breath flowing through every little space? Beautiful poses. Take one more inhale. Nice, Liz. As you exhale, turbo twist. So left arm forward, right arm back, back knee bends to a hover. So imagine now that you're trying to drag your back thigh forward. If you want to modify, you can always set your back knee down gently. See if you can feel the strength in your core, your connection to center, and use it to twist just a little bit further from the inside. If you want an extra balance challenge, gaze back over your right shoulder. Get a little lower in your legs. Twist a little bit further. Take one last breath here. And then as you inhale, come back to crescent lunge. Arms reach up, back leg extends and straightens. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Root into your right foot, standing splits, left leg lifts. So active through your left toes and strong through your left leg. You can keep your hips square. You can let your left hip open. Neither way is right or wrong. They're just different ways of working the pose. Try not to sink into your outer right hip. So hug in with your right inner thigh and use the strength in your core to lift you up, to take some weight out of your right leg. Your hands are just there to help with balance. Let your neck relax. Let your head be heavy. If you want, right arm behind your right leg, hand behind ankle, forearm behind calf, elbow behind knee, and use that. Press arm into leg, leg into arm. See if you can dive a little deeper, fold a little further. Soft through your face, soft through your jaw. Breathe all the way up into your left toes. Take one more inhale. Thanks, Courtney. As you exhale, forward fold, top of your yoga mat. Set your left foot down. You can give your right leg a little shake out if you want, or just kind of pedal out your heels, whatever feels good. Next time you breathe in, spinal extension, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and bow. And then rise all the way up. Big stretch at the top as you inhale. And to heart, exhale. All right, inhale, high mountain. Exhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, sit back. So weight in your heels, your butt is going back rather than knees coming forward. Stay connected to your center. So rather than flaring your ribs forward and letting go through your belly, that little navel to spine connection. Yes, awesome. Take one more inhale here. And then with your exhalation, we'll twist towards the window. So either right hand in between your feet, left arm to the sky, or prayer twist, right elbow to the outside of your left thigh, hands in prayer. You can press your hands together. Use that as a little bit of leverage to work your twist. Keep your spine long. And keep both knees nice and even. Reach your butt back as you sit back in your heels. So the weight is in your heels. You should be able to pick up your toes, no problem. Take about 2 more breaths. Maybe sit a little bit lower. Use your exhales to twist just a little bit further. So nice, you guys. End of your next exhalation. Let it go. Forward fold. This time, bend your knees as much as you need. Wrap your peace fingers around your big toes. So index finger, middle finger, grab your big toes. See if you can keep holding onto your toes and inhale. halfway lift, or just lengthen your spine. So stick your butt out, reach the top of your head forward as best you can. You can keep a big bend in your knees. And exhale, fold, crown towards the ground, sit bones towards the sky. Maybe you pull on your toes just a little bit. Reach your elbows out to both sides of the room. Feel space in your upper back. So again, an active forward fold. Even though you're holding onto your toes, try to keep your weight more forward, less in your heels or in your toes and the balls of your feet. Use your core strength to lift your sit bones up towards the sky as you reach the crown of your head towards the ground. Good job. Breathe into your back body. Imagine you can send your breath all the way down the backs of your legs. One last full round. Use your exhale to dive as deep as you can. And then bottom of that exhale, release your toes. Inhale to your halfway lift. Realign. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. And this time, side plank on your left side. So roll onto the baby toe edge of left foot. Feet stacked or staggered. It's like you're karate kicking the ground or karate chopping the ground with the outer edge of your left foot. Make your left toes active. Lift your hips really high and feel your left side abdominals engage. Maybe reach your right arm forward. Feel the length in your right side and breathe into it. Maybe even float your right leg up as your right leg floats up. See if you can lift your hips even higher. Nice, Jill. Awesome, you guys. Beautiful poses. Take one more big inhale. Exhale slowly, plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Find your strength. And then exhale slowly, lower to your belly. This time, take a Sphinx pose. So forearms on the ground, elbows underneath your shoulders. A lot of times I see people doing Sphinx with their elbows way back behind their shoulders. So make sure your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Push down through the belly of your forearms and energetically imagine you're trying to pull back with your arms. You're trying to drag your body forward. Notice if you're pressing your belly towards the ground or just letting it go. Draw navel to spine. Feel that little tone in your belly. Feel more length in your low back. Good. Take one more inhale. Press down through your forearms and energetically pull back. So tractioning out. And exhale, release. However you want to get there, find your way to downward facing dog. Reconnect to your Ujjayi breath if you've lost it. Fire it up. Feel it and hear it. Inhale your left leg to the sky. And again, keeping your hips square for this one. So left toes face down, inner thighs face each other, other left leg, Kasia. Feel that long line from your fingertips all the way up to your left heel or your left toes and breathe into it. Feel your connection to center. So use your strong core to continue to lift up and back. Take one more inhale here. Keep your hips lifting. Exhale, knee towards your nose. So lifting through your waistline, step forward softly, low lunge. And then rise slowly into your crescent lunge. Beautiful. So all of your toes face forward, high on the ball of your back foot, stability through your legs. So you're not sinking into your legs. You're hugging towards midline. You're stabilizing. So strong foundation in your legs. Upper body is your expression. So again, nothing fancy, but whatever you're doing, you're aware of it. It's on purpose. It's intentional. So how does it feel right now in this moment to be in your crescent lunge? How does it feel to let your breath flow through every little space inside of you? Good. Beautiful poses, friends. Take one more inhale. Reach up, maybe gaze up. And exhale, turbo twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Back knee bends to a hover. See if you can keep your weight nice and centered so you're not reaching forward or leaning forward. Nice pull. Broaden through your shoulders and your collarbones and imagine you have great big wings. So reach through your fingertips. If you want, you could gaze over your left shoulder, little balance challenge. Use your exhales to twist, twist, twist. Take just one last breath. See if you can get lower in your legs, twist to your edge, And then inhale brings you back, crescent lunge. Reach up, straighten your back leg. Exhale, hands come down. And once your hands are on the ground, walk them forward a little bit, standing splits, right leg lifts. So active through your right foot, right toes. Relax your neck, let your head be heavy the same way you would do in a forward fold. Connect to your center the same way you would do in a forward fold. Maybe left arm behind left leg, hand behind ankle, forearm behind calf, elbow behind knee. Use that as leverage to dive deeper, to fold further. So press arm into leg, leg into arm. Nice, Candace. Good job, you guys. Soft through your face, through your forehead, through your jaw. Take one more inhale. Maybe lift that right leg just a little bit higher. Awesome, Jane. As you exhale, right foot comes down, top of your mat, forward fold. You can give your left leg a little shaky shake. All right, inhale to your halfway lift position, lengthen. Exhale, release, let it go. Root through your feet and rise all the way up. Big stretch at the top as you inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale. All right, inhale, arms to the sky. We're gonna work with balance for a moment here. Right foot will be your foundation. Float your left knee up, standing staff. So keep your left toes active. Flex them back towards your shin. Take one more inhale in standing staff. And then as you exhale, figure four. So sit back, outer left ankle, top of your right thigh. Do whatever you want to with your arms for now. So maybe you just bring your hands to your legs. Maybe you reach your arms back. This is a perfect place to stay. Stay in this one-legged chair, or we're gonna work with a twist. So if you would like, start to twist towards the right side of the room and see if you can bring your left tricep to the sole of your left foot. And then once you've got that, hands to prayer. So it's just like your prayer twist, but you're on one leg. Your left tricep, instead of being on the outside of your thigh, it's on the sole of your foot. Yes, awesome, you guys. Keep sitting back, weight in your right heel. Keep breathing down into your belly. You're doing great. Take a couple more rounds if you can right here, working your twist every exhale you take. So you're using it as leverage. Breathe into your outer left hip. Good job. Bottom of your next exhale, come back to standing staff. So unwind, arms reach up, left knee lifts. If you want a little extra, extend your left leg forward. Take one more inhale, stand tall, stand well. As you exhale, curtsy squat. So left toes off the right edge of your mat, hands to your heart center, get low. Inhale, high mountain, reach up. So both feet on your mat, both arms to the sky. And exhale, slow dive all the way down into your fold. Halfway lift, breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. This time you move through your vinyasa on your own, however you would like. So you can take it on your knees, you can add push-ups, you can skip it completely. See you in downward facing dog. Move with your breath. Slow and intentional. All right, from your down dog, inhale, right leg high. This time, open up your right hip. So bend your right knee and peel your right hip open. It's like your right hip is a hinge on a door, and your right leg is the door. It just swings open. So see if you can feel your outer right butt cheek squeezing to create this action. Take one more inhale here. Maybe lift your knee a little bit higher. Stay if you want, or exhale, right knee, left elbow. So a little twist underneath you. As close as you can. Yes, inhale back up. Next, Kasia, open that hip again. And then exhale, right knee, right armpit. Get as high as you can. If you want, you can add a little push-up. Bend your elbows. Don't let your butt drop. Inhale back up. Open your hip one last time. And then everybody, exhale, knee towards your nose. Step through softly. Start in your low lunge. Stay low. Add a twist. Left hand down, right arm to the sky. Now you can choose to stay in your revolve lunge, perfect as you are, or we'll take it into a variation of revolve triangle. So staying balanced on the ball of your back foot. See if you can start to straighten your front leg. Pull your right butt cheek up, 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 and press the top of your right thigh back. See if you can feel the front of your right thigh firing that quad muscle. Keep your spine long and keep twisting from your center. Yes, back leg is strong and powerful as well. Awesome, you guys. If you're working that variation of revolve triangle, everything lengthens. Breathe into that length. Breathe in every direction. Take one last round. Twist to your edge. And then bottom of your exhale, release back into a low lunge. And then walk your hands all the way over to the left long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. So you're in a wide-legged straddle position. Inhale to a halfway lift. And then exhale, either fold or anywhere you want to go to explore. So you're welcome to play around, get curious. Wherever you go, your breath comes with you. Big and spacious, slow and steady. Good job, everybody. Last couple rounds here. You're welcome to exhale out your mouth at any time. Ah. All right, with your next inhale, come back to that halfway lift position. This time, hands just on the ground or fingertips on the ground. Walk your hands to the top of your space, coming back into a low lunge position. And then once you're in your low lunge, set your back knee down gently. Once your back knee is on the ground, unthread your right leg and reach it back behind you. So three-legged tabletop. Yes, right leg reaches back. Now pivot on your left knee, so your left foot comes off the side of your mat, like a little kickstand. Right arm to the sky. Open up into your modified side plank. Press your hips forward as much as you can, rather than sticking your butt out behind you. And then maybe reach your right arm forward towards the front wall. Feel that length in your right side body. Stay here, or final option, if you would like, bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. Once you've got your foot, use leverage. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. See if you can press your hips forward more and let your heart look up more. Yes, soft face, soft jaw. Take one last big full body breath, your personal fullest expression today. And then slowly release, come back to hands and knees, just a regular tabletop position. From your tabletop, we'll set up for a variation of thread the needle. Invitation to extend your left leg straight out to the left with your toes facing forward. So this is called gating your left leg. Take your right arm out and up. Inhale here. And as you exhale, thread your right arm through. Reach as far as you can and then come down to rest gently on the outside of your shoulder and the outside of your head. If you hate having your left leg extended, you can set your left knee on the ground, no big deal. Otherwise, push as best you can your left foot into the ground, using it as gentle leverage. Maybe your left arm reaches up and back behind you. Maybe there's some other variation you want to take. If you can grab your left or if you can grab your left big toe with your right peace fingers, that's also an option. You don't have to force it. Good job, you guys. Take about 3 more rounds. Big, spacious breaths into your back body, all the way to empty with every single exhalation. Doing great. If you do have your left hand lifted, slowly return it back to the ground. And then on an inhale, unthread your right arm, reach it out and up one more time. See if you can reach higher. See if you can open through the right side of your heart. Exhale, right hand down. Now pick up your left leg, swing it back behind you. Take your left toes off the right edge of your mat. Lean your hips to the left as you gaze back over your right shoulder. So looking back at your tiptoes. You can lean into it. You can bend one or both elbows. You can round or arch. So see what you can find here for your own body, feeling into that length of your left side. Nice job. One last deep breath. And then bring it back to regular tabletop. Take it back to downward facing dog. All right, great big inhalation into your down dog. Push the ground away. Lift your hips super high. Exhale, look forward, step or hop, top of your yoga mat, forward fold. Spinal extension. Once you've arrived, breathe in, lengthen, realign. Exhale, bow and fold. And then rise all the way up. Big stretch at the top. Inhale. Hands to heart center. Exhale. All right. Working with balance here. Inhale, high mountain. Rooting this time into your left foot. Right knee floats up. Standing staff. So find your balance here first. Flex your right toes back and active towards your shin. Yes, beautiful. And then as you're ready, sit back into that one-legged chair, that figure four. Whatever you want to do with your arms for right now. Hands can come to your legs, arms can reach back. Weight is in your left heel as your butt goes back. All right. So you're welcome to stay where you are at. This is as far as you have to go. Or start to create that twist again. So right tricep to the sole of your right foot, and then bring your hands into prayer. So you're pressing your arm into your foot back into your arm. You're creating leverage, and you'll really feel that stretch a lot in your right hip. That's too much. You don't have to force it. Keep sitting back. Weight primarily in your left heel. Keep breathing your big spacious breaths. Spine is long. Yes, good. Nice, you guys. Be playful, be compassionate. So if you fall out, perfectly fine. Meet yourself right there. Last couple of rounds. You're doing great. See if you can, bottom of your next exhale, slowly come out of it back to standing staff. So if possible, stay balanced on that left foot just a little longer. Reach up, lift your right knee, maybe even extend your right leg. Try not to lean back. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, curtsy squat. So right toes off the left edge, hands to heart, get low. Inhale, reach high, high mountain. And exhale takes you down nice and easy, forward fold. Inhale, spinal extension, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Vinyasa however you would like. Take it at your own pace with your own breath. Just move intentionally. See you back in down dog. Yeah, if you want to stop for a moment in child's pose. Love it. Once you're back in your dog pose, Ujjayi breath. So this is a part of class when your body is starting to get tired, your muscles are starting to feel fatigued. See if you can use your breath now, kind of like a second wind. So powering through. Every time you inhale, your breath is brand new. From your down dog, my friends, inhale your left leg to the sky. And then peel your left hip open. So bend your knee, reach it out and up. Use your outer left glute. It's called your medial glute to create this action. So you're not leaning into your right side to open your hip. You're using the mobility in your left hip to open your hip. Take one more big inhale. Maybe lift your knee a little bit higher. Nice, K. As you exhale, left knee, right elbow, or get as close as you can. So that little twist underneath you. Inhale back up, open up. Good. Exhale, left to left. Aim for your armpit. Add the push-up if you want. Don't let your butt drop. Inhale back up. Open your hip one more time. And then last one, knee towards your nose. So scoop out your belly and then step forward softly. Staying in your low lunge, add a twist, revolve lunge. Right hand down, left arm to the sky. Revolve lunge. So you are more than welcome to stay right here. This is your pose, or option to turn it into a variation of revolved triangle. So you're gonna balance on the ball of your back foot. That won't change. Let's see if you can start to straighten your front leg by lifting your left butt cheek up, 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 and pressing the very top of your left thigh back. Nice, Callie. Keep your spine long, so crown of your head is still reaching forward as your left butt cheek pulls back and up. Breathe. Nice, Paul. Use your exhales to twist a little bit deeper. So nice, you guys. Awesome, Liz. Take one last round. Straighten your front leg a little more. Twist, twist, twist. Awesome, Kai. And then release. So low lunge for a second. And then walk your hands to the right long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, either work your fold or explore on this side. Doesn't have to be what you did on the other side. Can be something completely different. Feel free to exhale out your mouth. Last couple rounds. Next time you inhale, come back to your halfway lift. This time, perhaps hands or fingertips on the ground, so bend your knees as much as you need to. And then crawl your hands forward back to low lunge. Once you're in your low lunge, gently set your back knee down. Then unthread your left leg and take it back behind you. Three-legged tabletop. Good. Pivot on your right knee so your right foot comes off the side of your mat like a little kickstand. Yes, and then left arm to the sky. Open up into your modified side plank. Beautiful. So rather than sticking your butt out behind you, see if you can squeeze your outer right glute. It's that medial glute again. Press your hips forward. So open through the front of your hips and the front of your heart. Maybe left arm forward, bicep next to your ear. Beautiful. Stay here. Or final option, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. I know it's easier to kick your foot up, but see if you can kick your foot straight back behind you. Press your hips forward and let your heart look up. Yes, soften through your face, unclench your jaw. One last big, deep, full body breath. And then slowly, nice Courtney, release. Come back to your hands and your knees, your tabletop. Gate your right leg now out to the right. So toes face forward, sole of your foot presses down. Left arm out to the left, all the way up. So try not to just reach up with your arm, but open through the left side of your heart. Inhale here. Exhale to thread it through. Reach as far as you can, and then gently come down to rest. Any variation you want to work on this side. Again, doesn't have to be exactly what you did on the other side. This side might feel different. So notice that and honor that and get curious about that. Big deep breaths. All the way to empty with every exhalation. Nice, you guys. All right, if you do have your right hand lifted, set your right hand back on the ground. Next time you inhale, unthread your left arm, reach it out and up one more time. See if you can reach even higher. And then exhale, left hand down. Now pick up your right foot, swing your right leg back. Right toes off the left edge of your mat. Lean your hips over to the right as you gaze back over your left shoulder. So feel into the length of your right side body, your right waistline, your right rib cage. Maybe bend your elbows, maybe even come down to one or both forearms, perhaps round or arch your back. So just feel into it in your body in this moment. One last deep breath. And then back to tabletop. Back to downward facing dog. Just walk it out. Feel whatever there is to feel. One more big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, gaze to the top of your space, however you want to get there. Forward fold. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet and rise all the way up. Inhale, your arms extend. And exhale, hands to your heart. All right, I'm going to demonstrate something really fast. So just watch me. And if you can't see me from where you are at, feel free to move off of your mat so you can see. And if you don't want to do this, if you have no interest in doing this, that's totally fine. You'll have options. I'm just going to show you where we're going. So from that figure 4, and then that twist. So this is how far we've gotten. If you can get here, next option is to work an arm balance. So you're going to come all the way down, like a toe stand on one foot, and then hands off the side of your mat. You're going to lean forward, so you're chaturanga with your arms, and then this leg can extend. So I'm using this leg to kind of keep my foot on my arm, and I'm using my core to lift up. So I'm not collapsing down, I'm lifting up. Chaturanga with my arms, and I want to feel my strong shoulders. So I'll do it with you guys, cue you through it. And if you're like, no, thank you, then you can just stay wherever you want to stay. Okay, it's fine. This mountain pose, arms out to your sides. Take a moment, maybe close your eyes and just feel your feet on the ground rooting down. Draw up through the crown of your head. Feel the space inside of you and breathe into it. Next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can and hold in that fullness. Take that extra sip. Open your mouth, great big sigh. All right, Ujjayi breath. Inhale, reach up. Pause here. Right foot is your base. Left knee lifts again. And then as you're ready, sit back into your figure 4. Hands can come wherever you want. If you want to stay right here or play right here in your own way, perfectly fine with me. Otherwise, start to twist left tricep to the sole of your left foot. And then once you've got that, see if you can make your way down into that toe stand so you're balancing on your right tiptoes. If you can get there, start to bring more weight forward into your hands. So you're leaning to the side. Maybe start to create chaturanga. Nice, Jane. Maybe, I know it's a hard one. Maybe float your back leg off the ground as you lean forward. Ooh, I can't really do this side very well, so I'm not going to push it. You got it, Court. Bend your elbows, lean forward. Nice, Callie. You can do it, Kai. So lean forward this way and straighten your leg. This leg. You got it. Yeah, lift through your core. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes, yes, yes. That was it. You had it. Good job. I know it's one where after you get out of it, you're like, ugh. So go ahead. After you come out of it, just stand up and maybe just kind of like, whoo, shake it out, wiggle around. Might flap your arms up and down. Yay. All right, we'll give it one more try on the other side. So mountain pose once again. Great big inhale. And open your mouth, big sigh. Inhale, reach up. All right, left foot this time is your base. Right knee lifts. Sit back when you're ready into your one-legged chair. Stay right here. If this is as far as you want to go, totally fine. Otherwise, start to twist. Right elbow, right tricep to the sole of your right foot. The further you can get on your arm, the better, the easier it's going to be. And then if you can get that, see if you can kind of bring your weight forward onto your tippy toes and come all the way down. So you're in a toe stand. Keep working your twist, twisting from your center, hands off the edge of your mat. Start to lean into your hands. Use your core to lift up. And then maybe extend your left leg. No big deal. Good job. Just be playful, have fun. Nice job. Good. When the love is lost, as my friend James Hardy would say, go ahead, come back to standing and just again, wiggle it out, shake it out, flap your arms, a little twist if you want, whatever feels good. Just congratulate yourself for getting as far as you got today. And then when you're ready, one last time, just finding your mountain pose, arms out to your side. So as you stand here in mountain, feel like you are a mountain, embody a mountain, take up space. Root through your feet, draw up through the crown of your head, broaden through your shoulders. Close your eyes and just feel this from the inside. So how does it feel to stand tall, to stand well, to take up space with your body? Stay as you are. Next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. Hold in fullness. Keep holding. Extra sip, maybe even two. Get bigger, more spacious. And then open your mouth. Great big sigh. Good job. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, just work a little baby back bend. Cactus your arms. Open your heart. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Exhale, slow dive all the way down and fold. Inhale, spinal extension, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Move through your vinyasa once again on your own, however you would like. See you in downward facing dog. All right. From your down dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. Peel your right hip open. You are more than welcome to stay right here, or option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind, right arm reaches forward. Yes. So stretch through your front body. Breathe all the way down to your abdominal wall. Feel the strength in your back body. One more inhale. And exhale, come back, three-legged dog, and extend your right leg high. So take an inhale, feeling all that length. And as you exhale, come into your pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your mat, set your body down gently. If you would rather take this on your back or in a seat, if it will serve you better there, that's totally fine with me. Otherwise, take your time to set yourself up really intentionally. And then just breath by breath, settle in. Good job. Take about 5 more rounds. Just remember, Paul, that you did left side already. So next time you're doing right side. You're all good. Anytime you want, big sigh out your mouth might feel real good. So if it feels like there's an overwhelm of sensation, overwhelm of energy, just give it somewhere to go. Sigh it out. Last couple breaths. Very end of your next exhale, start to lift your upper body. We're gonna find our way into a seat. So just nice and easy, let your hips open, sit onto your outer right butt cheek and swing your left leg around. Take both legs forward for a moment, just give them a nice little shake out. All right. And then left leg will stay extended. Bring the sole of your right foot to your left inner thigh. Press your foot into leg, leg into foot, and square your upper body towards your extended leg. So rather than opening towards the right side of the room, square your upper body forward. Sometimes I even like to take my left inner thigh, spiral it down and out. Make sure your left toes face straight up towards the sky and flex them back and active towards your shin. Take your arms up. Think of a proud chest. So puff up through your chest, through your heart. Big inhale here. And as you exhale, reach your left butt cheek back as your heart goes forward. So diving forward and then releasing. Personally, I like to keep my right hand on my left leg and bring my left hand back behind me, kind of pushing my fingers into the ground, using my left arm to propel me forward just a little bit. Keep pulling your left butt cheek back as you reach your heart further forward. So as if you want to reach your heart past your left knee. Keep pressing your foot into your leg back into your foot. Use your breath. Every single exhale, diving just a little bit deeper from the inside. Good job, you guys. Last couple rounds. End of your next exhale. Slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. That is the very last thing to lift. And then lift your right knee and step your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. So we're gonna try a different variation. What we already played with was called grasshopper pose. This is baby grasshopper. So you're turning towards the windows. Reach your right hand down. Grab your left foot if you can. If that's too much, you could grab your ankle, your shin, your calf. So left hand off the edge of your mat, the side of your mat. And this time you have your foot to stand on. So simultaneously, you're going to chaturanga with your left arm, step on your right foot, use your core, oops, a little close to the wall, use your core to lift your butt up and reach it back. So your right foot, put as much weight in that right foot as you can. Yeah, left arm is chaturanga-ing. Nice, Callie. Good, nice, you guys. Yay. If you have no interest, no pressure, you don't have to try it. We're just having fun today. When the love is lost, uncross your legs. Windshield wiper it out for a moment. So feet wide, mat width distance apart. Oh, I know. Ooh. Rough today. Okay, when you feel complete with your windshield wipers, come back to center. You can find your own way back to down dog if you want. If you would like, invitation to find boat pose for a few breaths. So balancing on your sit bones, lift your heart, hug in with your inner thighs. Good. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, cross your ankles, roll over your feet. You can either step back or if you want to, jump back to chaturanga with bent elbows. Move through a vinyasa if you'd like, or just take it straight back to down dog. Good job. And just take a moment. Feel right side versus left side. Feel your big, slow, spacious breath. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Peel your left hip open. Stay, or option to flip. Left foot comes down, left arm reaches forward. Yeah, good, Paul. Lift your hips, feel the strength in your back body. Breathe down into your belly, stretch your abdominal wall. One more in-breath. Exhale, come back, three-legged dog. Extend your left leg now, lengthen. Take an inhale as you lengthen. And on an exhalation, pigeon pose, left shin forward. Bring your body down nice and easy. Try to get your left knee as wide as you can towards the outer left edge of your mat. And then rather than pushing your hips down into the ground, especially if you're someone with naturally more open hips, your practice is stability. So try to lift your left butt cheek up and back. Like there's a rope attached to your left butt cheek pulling up and back. As your left butt cheek pulls up and back, your heart bows forward and down. So what you're doing, I know it feels like as you lift your left butt cheek up and back, you're coming out of the pose a little bit. You're not going as deep. What you're actually doing is you're plugging the femur bone into the hip socket. So now your joint is nice and stable as you stretch the muscle around it. So a lot of times in pigeon pose, people are just plopping into their hips and hyperextending through their joints. So we want to stabilize our joints as we stretch the muscle. Big deep breaths. And surrender to the flow of love that will you be. Soften your face. Soften your shoulders. You could soften through your heart space. What would that feel like? Take about 3 more rounds. Big deep breaths. Ah. All right, end of your next exhale, start to lift back up. Come into your seat again. So sit over onto your outer left glute, swing your right leg around, take a moment, give your legs a little shake out. Get your feet cleaned by Ruby. All right, sole of your left foot to your right inner thigh this time. And if you want to, take your right inner thigh, spiral it down and out. So you're right on your sit bone. Get your butt out of the way. Press your foot into leg, leg into foot. Sit up tall, flex your right toes. Arms to the sky. Inhale, lift your heart, proud chest. As you exhale, reach your right butt cheek back, reach your heart forward, and then bow over your right leg. You do you, or if you want, you can do what I do with your right hand behind you, fingertips on the ground, and use it to kind of propel your upper body forward just a little bit. Keep pulling your right butt cheek back like you're trying to stick it out behind you. And as your right butt cheek reaches back, heart reaches further forward. Keep that flexion through your right toes. And press your foot into your leg, leg into your foot. Use your breath. Every exhale is an invitation to dive just a little bit deeper. Good, you guys. Last couple of breaths. Bottom of your next exhalation, slowly roll up. Head is the very last thing to lift. And then once your head lifts, lift your left knee and step your left foot to the outside of your right thigh. Turning towards the right side of the room, right hand off the right edge of your mat. Left arm is in front of your left leg. Reach down to grab your foot if you can. If you can't reach your foot, grab wherever you can reach, your ankle, your calf. Now, simultaneously, you're going to chaturanga your right arm, step on your left foot. So put as much weight in that left foot as you can and use your core to lift your butt and reach it back, baby grasshopper. Laying if you want or not if you don't want. Yes, awesome. Woohoo! Good job. When you've had enough, you can let it go and take some windshield wipers, either in a seat. Maybe you take a few from a seated position, but then eventually all the way down onto your back, and you can continue those windshield wipers on your back. Good job, friends. Yeah. If you're not already there, ease your way down. Feet at the width of your mat. Take a couple more rounds side to side, slowly and intentionally. Really breathing down into your low back, down into your hips and your pelvic bowl. And then eventually come back to center. And you choose either keep your feet wide, let your knees fall in, constructive rest pose, or feet together, let your knees open, or Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined cobbler's pose. So whichever one of those variations would feel better in your body. And just rest here for a moment. Invitation to bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes. Just breathe. Send your breath down into your pelvis, down into your hips, down into your low back. Notice if you're resisting or tightening anywhere. Just by noticing, see if you can soften. Just let the ground hold all of your weight. Good job. Last couple rounds, just resting here. And from wherever you are at, draw your knees in towards your belly and just take a little rock, a gentle rock side to side. Give your low back a little massage against the ground. Both of your knees fall to the right. Left arm either extends out to your left if you have space, or you could goalpost your left arm on the ground. Gaze up or over your left shoulder and breathe down into your belly. About 3-4 rounds. If there is a different variation of a twist that you'd rather take, that's fine with me. And your next breath or two, just slowly find your way to the other side. As you come through center, take a moment to neutralize your pelvis and your spine. So maybe a little rock, maybe a big squeeze of your knees in. Then over to your left, right arm out to your right. Breathe. Just notice what's flowing through your inner space, sensations, pulsations, emotions, thoughts. Just watching, witnessing, being the observer of whatever's flowing through the space of you without judging, criticizing, or trying to fix. Just noticing with curiosity, observation. When you feel pretty even on both sides, no rush, come back to center and find any inversion you would like to take for about 5 rounds of breath. So it can be something a little more restorative or something a little more challenging, just depending on how you feel. Maybe a restorative bridge, a supported bridge, maybe a regular bridge. Legs up the invisible wall, or if you want to, you're welcome to use a wall. You can also take plow, shoulder stand. Good, you guys. No rush. You can stay a little longer if you'd like, but eventually ease your way out. And find any finishing poses you'd like to take. So happy baby is always a good one. You just want to give your knees one last big squeeze in towards your belly. Maybe you want to take a big full body stretch. Anything that will finish off your practice for you. And then eventually just start to make your way into your final relaxation, your final resting pose. As you settle in, my friends, I will read to you. This is a poem by David Whyte called Sometimes. Sometimes, if you move carefully through the forest, breathing like the ones in the old stories who could cross a shimmering bed of leaves without a sound, you come to a place whose only task is to trouble you with tiny but frightening requests, conceived out of nowhere, but in this place, beginning to lead everywhere. Requests to stop what you are doing right now and to stop what you are becoming while you do it. Questions that can make or unmake a life. Questions that have patiently waited for you. Questions that have no right to go away. So these last few moments, friends, let there be space inside of you for questions that don't necessarily need any answer, and especially not right now. Just allow your body to rest, your breath effortless, and energy just flowing through you. Questions floating around inside of you. And allow yourself to simply just be, to just notice, to just observe. Shavasana. Sometimes, if you move carefully through the forest, breathing like the ones in the old stories who could cross the shimmering bed of leaves without making a sound, you come to a place whose only task is to trouble you with tiny but frightening requests conceived out of nowhere, but in this place beginning to lead everywhere. Request to stop what you are doing right now and to stop what you are becoming while you do it. Questions that can make or unmake a life. Questions that have patiently waited for you. Questions that have no right to go away. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And start to slowly bring movement back into your body. Eventually find your way to either side, fetal position. Just take a moment there, really allowing your practice to settle in, to soak in, to integrate into your body. Maybe you even use your imagination and see that, visualize that in some way. And using your arms, start to guide yourself up into seated meditation. So right back where we began. And just sit up tall. Gather your hands to your heart. And bow your head to your heart. And just thank yourself, acknowledge yourself for being here, for making the effort, taking the time out of your day to show up, to roll out your mat, and to do your practice, to connect with your body, your breath, yourself in a really intentional way. Thank you so much, friends, for letting me guide you. Namaste. Yay. Thanks, everybody. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a good weekend. Hopefully, I'll see you next week. It's my good girl. Yes. Good girl. Oh, yeah. Good idea. Hi, Mama. Love you.